Hello everyone, Lady Rose here with you today. I'm here to show you my latest junk journal, so I'm hoping you can see it. I think I know my parameters here for flipping through this. So this is my Paris Noir Midnight Dreaming junk journal that I just finished completing. So I'll take the red ribbon off that's holding it closed, and here's a view of the cover. I hope you can see it okay. And we'll begin flipping through. So here we are. There's the first page. Not there yet. Enjoy the journey is the first sort of cover that we open onto with a lovely little embellishment there. And then we flip this sort of half page and we come into a pocket that is holding a fold out journal card kind of thing. So I did this and it's blank on the other side, so you can write on it or do your own drawings or whatever you feel like doing inside that pocket. This is some very, very vintage paper. I didn't actually have to age this paper. It came to me this way and I just thought it was so pretty. And then I've got the masquerade masks on the washi tape here. This is from a music book from the 1930s, so it's authentic vintage paper, and you can doodle on it or draw on it or just leave it as it is, whichever way you want to go. Then we've got another blank page here for you. We've got some dark page here because again it's Paris Noir, so I went for the very black and white kind of theme. I mean, not everything's black and white. I do have this lovely shelf lining paper that actually has a bit of a rose scent, so I used that in the junk journal, and I decorated the other side of this page. So I have a lot of little embellishments, and the green, I thought the green butterfly just stood out really nicely on the black and white background that I put it onto. And then we have nice firm paper over here for you to write on. It's cardstock, and again some more paper. This one's tracing paper. I've inked up some of these pages. This is kind of neat. I like to leave these things, so it was a property of some church in Virgil, Ontario, and this again came from a vintage book as well. But there are little pages there for you to write little things on. And this is something sort of new to me that I've been experimenting with. So I call it like a hidden door. So it's Velcroed here and it's got a brad there, so you can just flip that open, and then it flips open, and there's a lovely little sort of, in this one it's a love spell. So there's a little bit of a love spell there should you want to try it or just have some fun with it. And then that's the back of that page, more blank pages. Now this fold out, often I'll glue them in, but this one, I believe I just clipped it in. So it's clipped in with this bulldog clip. And on this page, on the opposite side, we've got old vintage car tag blank on the back for you to make your notes. And then here is the flip out. And I've got a Toronto Public Library card, you know, put a little Canadian element in there. Another key journal card. So there's a little pocket here with room for more cards or whatever you want to put in there. And then this opens up. So it's just kind of nice to look at. I didn't feel like covering it up. And I liked the back part too, I think. But inside are some handmade paper little sheets for you to either write in here and keep them, you know, in there for yourself, tuck them in here, tuck them in another pocket in this journal or in another journal that you have, whatever way you feel like using them. They're yours to use should you want to purchase this. This one will be going up on my Etsy fairly soon. Just want to make sure I've got everything clipped in there. There we go. And these ones will be, I think they're going to be about close to $100, if not $100, maybe a little over. But they would make a great, unique Christmas present, because like I've been going through a Paris thing. If you've seen my other videos, you've seen my Paris Bleu. junk journal, and the last time I saw Paris. And then this one is Paris Noir. I'm working on a Paris neutral and a Paris pink as well. So those will be coming out shortly. So no two journals are ever alike, which is kind of a neat thing. There's journal cards here, black and white themed. And they are just tucking up here in a little tuck spot. And there's lots of room for more if you want to tuck in there. And then we've got another little beautiful little pocket here. Lots of little cards in here. Oh, I think this one's also holding a mini journal. So I really love doing little mini journals. So lots of aged paper in there. You can write on the back cover if you want. There's the back of the journal. And then the inside, we've got a little pocket here and a little pocket here. And then that's the front of the journal. So I gave you pockets that you can tuck little things into. And then there's another junk journal card that goes with it as well. Then we have a lovely little envelope that I made here. And there is a couple little cards in here. So there's black and white kind of butterfly, and then another journal card. This one has lines on it, so I thought that was kind of neat. And I think that's all I've put in there. Yep, it is. But there's room. I'm trying to make it so there's room still left for you guys to tuck in your own little mementos or little things that you're keeping or notes that you've got and that sort of thing. Now here's another tuck pocket. I really love this. I layered this up. We've got another gold bulldog clip here holding a black feather, then black and white tag. Then we've got another journal card here. I'm not sure which way is up and down, so hopefully I'm holding it. Oh, and this is all, oh, this is, yeah, I forgot about this. So this is a pocket, and then this is a pocket. And you almost don't realize it's a pocket up here, but I put some pretty obvious, what I'm hoping are obvious tags up here. I did discover it once I opened it. So, and there's a nice little design underneath. So you can move these cards around should you want to, or leave them as they are, whatever you feel like doing. Then we've got a little collage page here. Seems like old times. This is the other part of that vintage music paper that I showed you at the beginning. This is a tuck spot down in the corner. So then we've got a collaged tag that is really nice. And then in one of my scrapbooking kits I got, oh yeah, I put this on a background. And then it's clear on the back to write. And then we've got this journal card, and it's clear on the back to write as well. So there's some really nice journal cards there for you to journal onto or whatever you feel like doing. I know I put this here so that it wouldn't clash too much with that. I love this paper. It's so nice. It's boldly red with gold embossing, which is beautiful. I love it. Here's another page to journal on. I put the Mona Lisa here because I figured, well, in France, right? Well, in Paris. Then this is newspaper. It's not newsprint, like it's not newspaper, but I have this really big book of headlines throughout the years from famous newspapers, starting in the 1800s, going all the way up to, I think, the late 60s, early 70s, maybe. And this is a headline from the Courier Journal, and it is dated, let me see, it is dated, so this is a real newspaper that came out, and it's dated 1914, June 29th, and the headline is that the Austrian throne is about to get a new king or something like that, and Archduke Ferdinand and Duchess killed in the street, and that's what started World War I. So this is a news headline from that time period. And then on the other side of that, I put this lovely bouquet of lilies for you. You've got some blank journal pages here to write on. I love this vellum kind of and paper, and I thought it was really nice up against this blue. Even if it's tea stained, it just adds to the vintage. You don't really write on this. This is just for looks and feel. but it's so lovely. I love it so much. And then here I did a little bit of a mini journal. So you open it up, it's nicely embellished, and you open it up and there's all kinds of little sayings and some Paris women, and then another saying on the back. Then you've got some graph paper here. And when I put graph paper in, I usually don't put anything on it. So it's strictly yours to do whatever you want with it. I have this kind of paper that's comes embellished like this, which is really nice. So usually I just leave that one alone too. Then we've got some side files here. So a couple of journal cards here for you. There's an old-fashioned kind of car there. A couple of journal cards here. Oh yes, this is one of the ones I tucked a pumpkin into. So what are you grateful for? Because it's always nice to be reminded, first of all, to be grateful, and second of all, you have a place to write it down. And these are all black butterflies, which I thought went very well with the theme. More journal space for you to write in, more of that vellum paper. More journal space for you to write in. I did embellish that side. This is the back half of one of those newsprint pages I was telling you about. I embellished this. I wanted to add a little bit of color, so I put some peach there, and then peach lace, I mean. And then this is a fold out, big fold out thing. Even I sometimes am like, how did I do this again? So here inside, we've got a little mini journal. So people are always like, one compliment I'm getting a lot from people who have bought journals from me, that I do embellish a lot of pages, which is great, but I leave you a lot of writing space. It's just a matter of finding where it is, because I tuck it into these little mini journals. There's a little pocket here that you can put stuff into. I love leaving the writing that's on things, because this has a $10 price for whatever book that came out of, and it's penciled in. There's a hidden pocket back here with some lovely little tags, and then the front of it is held closed with this wee little heart paper clip, and you open it up and there's a tag in here for you, and there's a couple little Paris ladies all ready to you know, enjoy the afternoon with you while you journal. Oh, I folded that wrong. Goes down like that. Life is wonderful. And then you just put the little paper clip back on and it holds it closed. Easy peasy. Nice embellished collaged kind of page for you here. Another pocket. I've got a vintage photo of what looks like a Parisian lady. I've got a tag here for you. This actually came out of a Paris tourist book. It's an actual postcard. And this is one of the gargoyles that's looking over the city. And then another sort of journal card for you. Just one of the ones I got out of my kits. So put that back in because I thought it has a nice color. A little bit of color, you know. It's not strictly black and white, but for the most part, that's the theme. You know, it's Paris. You gotta have a glass of wine, right? More paper. This is a collaged page. There's no pockets there. More paper to write on. This is a pocket here, and it's made out of the vellum paper that I like so much, but it has one of the little mini hidden pockets. So you open this up, and there's 2 pockets here and 2 pockets here. I'll put a card in there, actually, because I don't think I've put any cards in there. So I will get one of these toe tags that so many people have said, that's so cool that you put a toe tag in there. So there, whoever gets that one gets that toe tag as well. Because all the cards that I'm showing off are coming with the journal as well. For you to use, for you to get inspiration to make your own tags, whatever you feel like doing. Again, this is a weekly plan sheet. I have a whole pad of these. So I like to put one in almost every journal so that, you know, you can plan a week out if you like, or plan what your morning routine is going to be. This is one of the fancy paper clips that I did, and I put a little fabric on it, a skirt as I call it. And then I've got a journal card here It was the lady in black that got me for the black and white. Another journal card on the back of this, and it's beautiful, sparkly. It's damask, you know, pattern kind of thing. This came out of a murder mystery kind of book, and there was a bunch of puzzles you had to sort of solve. I just like the patterns of them, so I put it into my junk journals. And then we've got a big envelope here that opens up. There's a bunch of blank pages here to write on. And then I've got a bulldog clip here because it's holding another journal card that you could use on the back, but it's also, you know, if you want to put some photos in here, you can add the details of the photo in there. So I thought that was kind of neat. And then on the back of this is another few more pages for you to journal on. So they're sort of hidden in there. Then we've got a tuck spot, which doesn't have any card in it. Now it does. So I really like the pattern, the gold and the black. This one, I love this collage page that I did. I added a gold rose. I have some ladies sort of enjoying an afternoon. You know, she's sort of reminiscing. There's a love note here. This is, you know, a name of a famous chocolatier, or is it a fashion house? I can't remember, but it's one or the other. And then I've put some pearls here, and yes, they are there to stay. And the gold rose. And then I've got a lovely old vintage map here. And I added my little lady enjoying her book with her butterfly wings. And then you've got some more journaling pages to use. And then we've got, I got this as a napkin. So I collaged up this book page with this napkin, and I just thought it was loving, or it was lovely. I was reading In Love at the same time. And then over here, we've got black and white waltz dance song, beautiful ballerina with her butterflies, and then I incorporated 2 butterflies on top of music paper, with some old lace. Here this is a napkin pattern that I collaged onto this music paper, and then I went around and gold tipped everything and painted all that gold in. And then I made this embellishment. It didn't come to me like this. I made this, and obviously I've incorporated it into this junk journal. Now this one, we've got the red velvet, which is, it's so nice to touch. We've got a little secret message in here. There's some journal tags, journal card, and who doesn't like a hot air balloon, and a little hidden thing there. So again, more room. I put the red birds here because I thought they went well with the red velvet. And then your little package there, your airmail. Another little tucked in journal card in a gold pocket this time. This is a fold out one. And this is part of the reason why I always tell people when they buy my junk journals, go and watch the video. Because people who have looked through this one have sometimes missed that there's even something in here. They think, oh, that's a lovely little collage thing or whatever, and then they flip on by. So this opens up. There's a beautiful little poetry here. I have a poetry book, a quote book that I use all the time. I'm always cutting things out of to glue into my junk journals. And then I've got a pocket here that I've made with a couple little tags there, and it's hidden well away. And then there's more journal space. I've got some more poetry or prose on there. This is a flip out, as they're called. So there's no pockets. These are just pages you can write onto, but what I've done is I've made them longer than the book so that you can add more, and then you can write on this side too if you want to. So I thought that was kind of a neat little thing that I did. And then I put some peacock paper on the back that you can write on. And then there's another page here to write on. This is black, so you'll need a special gel pen or something to write on that for it to show up. And then on the back of that, I've brought in some black roses, some black butterflies, some dragonflies. This is another half page that you could write on this side, and then it's the black and gold on the other side more journal paper, more of that napkin that I collaged, and then gold tipped all of the petals and the stems and things like that. Then here, she sang and she danced, because I just felt through this whole book that it was all about having a good time, living life to its fullest, singing and dancing and enjoying. This comes from Loyalist College Library. I left the stamp there. I didn't get rid of it or anything like that. More blank pages. A doily. And then this is the back cover, Wonder, Adventure, and Passion. And then the final back. And there is Midnight Dreaming for you. Thank you so much for being here. See you later. Bye.